The streets are quiet. Everyone's ill. The coronavirus has us beaten until it's Uncle Ben, your antidote friend. We recommend that you need questions, quizzes, comedies, songs with well-known melodies, answers to your deepest needs, or here with our quiet night in. Welcome, welcome, at least 917 times welcome, my wonderful watchers, lovely listeners, and peculiar puzzlers, to our second Quiet Night In. Thank you so much for all your responses to our previous episode. We'll get to those in a moment, but right now let's cover ourselves in cheese and tomatoes and fling ourselves into the pizza oven of puzzles. Time for some more dingbats.
Dingbats, let's have some dingbats, dingbats.
Our first dingbat this evening has been sent in by Chantal, so thank you, Al. Can you name this actor? Say what you see what you say, live under the sea, etc. Did you get it? Do pause the video if you wish to. Okay, yes, 'tis the star of many a Hammer horror, and Star Wars and Doctor Who, amongst other things. 'Twas Peter Cushing. Pete Hare Cushion. Yes, jolly good, marvellous, marvellous, well done there. Let's have some more, shall we? Who in the name of all that is holy is this?
Dingbats, let's have some dingbats, dingbats. Let's have some dingbats, dingbats. Let's have some dingbats, dingbats. Let's have some dingbats, dingbats.
Yes, calm down, Mrs. and Mr. 'Tis every person's dream, so I'm told. Ryan Reynolds. Ryan Reynolds. Getting the hang of it, are we? Jolly good. How about this one? Yes, 'tis the Welsh wonder himself, Anthony Hopkins. Good one, that one. Anthony Hopkins. Oh dear. Right, let's have another, shall we? Who is this?
Let's have some dingbats, dingbats. Let's have some dingbats, dingbats. Let's have some dingbats, dingbats. Let's have some dingbats, dingbats.
Yes, 'tis the man who is in everything, but we don't mind because he's very good. It's David Tennant. David Tennant. Oh, how amusing. But who is this? Who is it? This in fact happens to be my favourite female actor, and I wish she'd do more acting, but alas, it's not her main career. It is Cher. Cher, you see, because there's sharing. Aren't I amusing? Don't answer that. If anyone's unaware of her brilliance as an actor, by the way, please watch Mask, watch Moonstruck, watch Tea with Mussolini, watch Silkwood, many other things. Sorry, fangirling there. Right, next, who in the name of Christendom is this? Yes, 'tis of course Glenn Close. Right, that's enough dingbats for now. Let's go over to our resident musician, and I use the word loosely. It's Mad Elvis.
Mad Elvis.
How are you getting on in this lockdown, Mad Elvis? Oh dear, I'm very sorry to hear that, I think. Right, lovely listeners, what song is Mad Elvis singing here?
What the hey the oh the hey the hey the oh the hey the
Nurse, nurse! Never mind. It was shout. That's shout. Obviously. Dare I ask you to sing it how it should have sounded?
What the hey the oh the hey the hey the oh the hey
Thought not. Goodbye, Mad Elvis. Goodbye.
Oh, goodbye.
Yes, right. Time for some Can You Name?
Can you name this book or film or thing? Can you name this book or film?
Let's start off with some more film posters, shall we? What film be this? I love the smell of lockdown in the morning. Yes, 'tis apocalypse now. Well done if you got that, but how about this one?
Can you name?
Just when you thought it was safe to go back in the supermarket. Yes, it's Jaws. That's Jaws. All right, one more film poster, I think. What's this? It is a very good film, this. If you haven't seen it, I recommend it. It's Little Miss Sunshine. Jolly good. How are we getting on? Excellent. Okay, let's move on to some books now, shall we? What book be this?
Can you name this book or film or thing? Can you name this book or film or thing? Can you name this book or film or thing? Can you name? 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 Can you name?
Yes, it be Life of Pi. Well, what about this one?
Can you name this book or film or thing? Can you name this book or film or thing? Can you name this book or film or thing? Can you name? 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 Can you name?
What is it? My glove put dimmer switch on. Yes, it is Northern Lights. I refuse to call it Golden Compass, so shut your face. And finally, what's this one? Ah, it is the classic To Kill a Mockingbird. Well done if you got those. Well done if you didn't get those. Well done if you got out of bed today, let's be honest. Right, what's next, madam? Don't ask me. Ah yes, I think it might be time for a dreadful one-man show. Dreadful one-man show, dreadful one-man show. It's a dreadful one-man show, a completely dreadful one-man show. Dreadful one-man show, dreadful one-man show. How completely dreadful, absolutely dreadful, dreadful one-man show. Oi! So here, my wonderful watchers, I shall be acting out, and I use the word acting quite wrongly, a film and book. Can you tell me what it is?
Very cunning, intelligent, Gryffindor. What a beard. No, oh no, please, no. Oh, Severus, please.
Why, 'twas Harry Potter, and more specifically, the Half-Blood Prince. Well done if you got through that, if any of you did. Now, if any of you marvellous people at home fancy doing your own dreadful one-person shows, please do, and send them in, and we can try and guess what it is you're doing.
Completely dreadful, absolutely dreadful, dreadful one-man show.
Right, I think it's time for a riddle.
Stuck on a riddle with you. Stuck on a riddle with you.
So, last episode's riddle was this, and the answer is an echo. An echo. An echo. An echo. Jolly good if you got that. As for tonight, riddle me this. You measure my life in hours, and I serve you by dying. I'm quick when I'm thin, and I'm slow when I'm fat. What am I? Sounds a bit like me, although I was never quick. Do please comment your answers below. Good luck. Oh dear, I feel a bit of I've got no glasses on coming on. So, last time I was in fact reading the first paragraph of Great Expectations by Charles Dickens. Well done if you got it. Remarkably well done, in fact. This time, I'm going to take my glasses off and read, from a distance, the opening lyrics to a well-known song. Can you tell me what it is? Right, here we go, taking glasses off now. Martha just kissed a moomin. Pinch sign magnificent nipples. Joining Parametheus copy the urinal. Martha Frulubaloo. Beginning. Be now, I've gone to market. Only it's half away. Well, there we are. Ridiculous, that's what it is. Please comment your answers down below and you'll find out what it was next time. Right, and from me not being able to see at all, let's move to you being able to see a lot, hopefully. It is time for Look With Your Eyes.
Look with your eyes. Can you see what you're supposed to? What is there hiding there? Look with your eyes. Who can tell what you're missing? Look closer if you dare. Look with your eyes.
Now you'll definitely have to pause the video here or come back to this bit later, whatever you prefer, for in this you must find the film titles hidden within this picture. Believe it or not, there are 50 of them. Do your best and we'll give the answers next time. Good luck!
Look with your eyes.
Right, it is time for Cabin Fever Challenge!
Cabin Fever Challenge. Fever Challenge. Cabin Fever Challenge.
Now the previous challenge was to recreate a scene from Titanic within your own home, and we've had 3 entries, which quite frankly is 3 more than I was expecting, so thank you very, very much to all those who have contributed. Right, so here's the first one. This is from Simon and Jen.
I think he said she jumps, I jump.
Cabin Fever Challenge. Fever Challenge. Cabin Fever Challenge.
Splendid, splendid. Thank you very much. And now here's one from the wonderful Noggy.
Jack. Jack. I'll never let go. I promise. I'll never let go. Because it's worth so much money. Boatman! Come back! Over here! And mind my furs!
Cabin Fever Challenge. Fever Challenge. Cabin Fever Challenge.
A class act, a wonderful actress, a marvellous person. Thank you, Noggy. And now, here is Chantal's version.
Cabin Fever Challenge, Cabin Fever Challenge.
Superb, superb. You really are spoiling us, lovely listeners and wonderful watchers. Thank you very much. Now, tonight's challenge is to, while staying completely within your own home, convince me that you are actually outside. That is your challenge. Please send in short videos or pictures, and we shall feature them next time. Good luck, everyone. Right, I think there's just about time for a few more Can You Name? Yes, why not?
Can you name this book?
So this time, it's all about opposites. So, can you name this book? Look for the opposites, opposites, opposites. Sometimes opposite is a little peculiar. You may have to use your imagination. Yes, it is Jane Eyre. You see, Tarzan, Jane, vacuum air. Isn't it marvellous? Don't answer that. Alright, let's try another one. What book is this?
Can you name?
Yes, it is A Christmas Carol. You see, you're getting it now. Lucky you. Right, what's this book? Yes, it is Paradise Lost. Apologies if you live in Milton Keynes, for many reasons. And lastly, what is this book?
Can you name this?
Yes, it is of course Catch-22. Okay, now here's something for you to think about until our next quiet night in. It is time for some mix-it-up madness.
We'll mix them up. We'll mix them all right up. We'll mix them up. The words will run amok.
So very simple, very simple. All you have to do is come up with titles of films or TV shows or plays or books or songs mixed with food and drink. So some examples for you. A Midsummer Night's Dream, or that classic Beatles song, Kelp. Do please comment these ones below the YouTube video. It'd be nice to get a thread going with them.
We'll mix them up. We'll mix them all right up. We'll mix them up. The words will run amok. We'll mix them up. And with a bit of luck, we'll mix them up. We'll mix them all right up now.
Right, our final puzzle tonight will be some cuddly toy theatre, I think. Marvellous. Ah, yes, here we are, back with our delectable, adorable, cute and cuddly friends. But can you tell me, what film are the cute little critters acting out here? Good luck.
Ooh, Death Star, Death Star.
Welcome, young Jedi. The dark side of the Force. The dark side of the Force. The dark side of the Force. This runs through their veins. Their cuddly toys.
Yes, it was of course Star Wars Episode 6, Return of the Jedi, directed by Richard Marquand. We miss you, Carrie, you wonderful woman. Ah, Return of the Jedi, Return of the Jedi. Again, very easy, I know, but also very, very silly. More from them next time. And now, before we leave you, my lovely listeners, time to sit back and relax as we cross over to the other side and rejoin the mystery of Marblesham Manor. Good evening, O seekers of the supernatural, O dabblers in the dark realm. Are you listening comfortably? You won't be for long, for soon we shall leave these familiar surroundings and visit the domains of darkness, the sideways and the strange. So prepare yourselves, O tourists of terror, as we cross over to the other side. Let us return now to the mystery of Marblesham Manor, where in the previous episode the mysterious Mr. Lamdack unexpectedly arrived. Sir Henry Marblesham was murdered in cold blood, and there was a tragic accident involving someone who kept interrupting the narrator.
It's okay, I'm still alive, actually. Oh, and by the way, that Mr. Lamdack wasn't completely unexpected, actually, was he now? Someone were expecting him, he said. So you can't really say he unexpectedly arrived now, can you? I mean, really. Oh.
And now we return to the dining room on that oh so fateful night.
My lady, if I might interrupt, it appears your son, Sir Henry, has been murdered.
Murdered? My God!
No, God tends to use lightning, my lady, not a Webley self-extracting service revolver.
What?
Which, judging by the sound of the shot and the shape of the bullet wound, is exactly what was used. But I'm just a mere butler. Take no notice of me.
How do you know so much about guns, Chives?
It is my job to know a great many things, Mr. Lamdack. For example, I see by your left sock that you have recently returned from Papua New Guinea.
I've never been to Papua New Guinea.
Interesting. Your sock has.
Oh, do shut up, Chives, there's a good fellow, and go and call the police.
Yes, my lady.
Now, I suggest that until the police arrive, nobody leaves this room, and nobody touches anything.
The police! The police! The police!
Oh, good grief.
The police!
It might be an idea to use the telephone, Chives.
Good idea, my lady!
I have a feeling this is going to be a very long night. And a long night it would certainly be, longer than any of them could possibly imagine, for some of them would never see the morning. Lucky them, if you ask me. They won't have to watch breakfast television. Anyway, after what seemed like an eternity, or a second viewing of The Irishman, the police finally arrived.
You rang.
Yes, good evening. I'm Inspector Creep from the yard. I believe you rang.
I rang.
Yes, you must be Chives, the butler. This is Constable Crap. He's with me. Don't mind him. We'll make our way straight to the dining room if you don't mind, Mr. Chives. This way, Crap.
I rang.
I don't know where that damn fool butler's got to. You'd better announce me, Cramp. Announce you, sir? Yes, Cramp. We're in Toffland now. Can't just go barging into rooms. Now get on with it.
Oh, yes, sir. Right, sir. Right. This is an announcement, this is. Him that be with me now is well, sort of, here now he is. sort of thing.
Yes, thank you, Cramp. Remind me to severely hurt you with an aubergine later, would you?
Oh, yes, sir, right, sir.
Cretin. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I am Inspector Rudderless Creep from Scotland Yard. Apologies for the delay in getting here, but this is whatever time period this is, and you do live in the middle of bleeding nowhere, if you'll pardon my trigonometry. Now, I must ask you all not to touch a thing, nor to move a muscle, whilst I and my constable here examine the scene of the crime. Cramp!
Oh, yes, sir, yeah.
There's no one in here, Cramp.
Oh, no, sir, no, that's right, sir, yes.
It's just a load of old brooms, Cramp, isn't it? Now, let's see if your deductive brain can figure out why that might be, Cramp. Because
because it's a broom cupboard, sir.
Because it's a broom cupboard, Cramp. There's hope for you yet.
Oh, thank you, sir. Oh, I'll tell my mother.
I was, of course, being sarcastic, Cramp. There's more chance of one of these brooms becoming the Archbishop of Canterbury than there is of you ever making detective. Oh, and when we get back to the station, I'm going to lobotomise you with a teaspoon.
Oh, lovely, right.
Now I've got to do that entire bleeding speech all over again!
Oh, yes. Well, it's very good, though. Very good.
A few minutes later...
And so you see, Inspector, when the lights came back on, there was poor Henry, slouched over his tara masalata.
Indeed, Lady Marblesham, indeed, but there's a few things I don't quite understand.
Only a few?
One, Sir Henry was only shot once, but you will say you heard 2 gunshots. 2, you invited this Mr. Lamdak here into your home and to join you for dinner, when you say you have no idea who he is or what he's even doing here. And 3, that man appears to be eating the curtains.
Oh, that's great Uncle Warminster, don't mind him. And as for all these other mysteries, surely that's why you're here, Inspector. I fail to see why I should do your job for you. And now, Inspector, I shall retire to my room. It has been a long and arduous evening, and I'm entirely bored of it. Much like the audience, I imagine. Feel free to make the house your own, except for the 4th floor. No one must go up to the 4th floor. No one. Now, if you don't mind, I shall bid you good night. Chives?
I'm afraid I do mind, Lady Marblesham. I was trying my best to be respectful to all you lardy-dar loonies, but it seems my limit has already been blooming reached. A murder has been committed here tonight. A murder in cold blood, and the murderer is still in this house, if not still in this very room. So pardon my astrophysics, but will you kindly bloody well sit your buggering arse down and answer my nippling questions?
You slammed.
Bugger off!
Well, I must say, I have never been spoken to like that in all my life. I rather enjoyed it.
My God. Cramp, drag that nibbling nutter away from the curtains, then get all these powdered, pampered, perfumed ponces into the drawing room for questioning, and tell the staff to assemble in the kitchen. Then ring for the coroner.
Oh, yes, sir.
Then get me a cup of tea.
Oh, right, yes, sir.
Oh, and Cramp.
Oh, yes, sir.
We're going to need ballistics on this. Get me ballistics.
Oh, yes, sir. Right, tea and ballistics, right.
Now, Lady Marblesham, we're going to have a nice little chat. Meanwhile, downstairs in the kitchen...
So if you could all just wait here, then the inspector will be along to question you shortly.
I dare say he will, but will he be having to prepare an entire household's breakfast while simultaneously knitting 17 new duvets and hoovering the front driveway before first light? You can bet my well-buttered trumpets he won't. I'm sorry, Constable, but I've got enough to deal with without having to cater for the cream of Scotland Yard. Murder or no murder, questions won't boil no pancakes.
Oh, right. Well, I'm sure he won't be long now, hopefully. Is everyone here?
All except Mavis, but she's never on time. I'm not one to gossip, Constable, as anyone here'll tell you. But everyone knows she's up to no good every other Tuesday where there's an hour in the month and there's a shortage of hand-crocheted doilies. Cramp, where's my cooking cup of tea? Right, This is all the staff, is it? I won't keep you long. I know you have to spend every waking moment slaving after those toffee-nosed tits upstairs.
Not quite everyone, actually, sir. It appears Mavis isn't here.
Mavis? Who the bleeding hell's Mavis?
Mavis is second parlour maid, Inspector. Except on Thursday afternoons when she becomes third laundry maid. And Saturday mornings, of course, when she becomes the 11th milkmaid on the left. And if you ask me...
Yeah, well, I haven't asked you, have I, Mrs. Mop? Right. Who here was in the dining room at the time of the gunshot? Come on, hands up. Right, you lot stay here. Rest of you can go, for now. Oh, and according to Lady Marblesham, the only gun in the house belongs to that loony furniture-eating uncle. But it went missing from his room 2 days ago. So, who cleaned Great Uncle Warminster's room 2 days ago, eh?
Mavis did, and now she's disappeared. 'Tis just as legend foretold.
Shut it, Gandalf. Where's Mavis's room? Well, Inspector, well, she shares with Angela Ankle-right, and though I'm not one for tittle-tattle, as anyone here will tell you, they do say she's hardly ever there. I think she tends to spend the night a few floors up, if you catch my butterscotch and banana delight. Right, Angela, take us to your room. Oh, sir, here's the cup of tea you asked for. About titting time, Cramp. Oh, and here's those digestives, sir. Is the best I could do, I'm afraid. What are you gibbering on about, Cramp? The tea and biscuits you asked for, sir. You said you needed tea and biscuits. Biscuits? Biscuits? Ballistics, Cramp, you cretin. Ballistics, you know. Barmy Professor Von Yum Yum and all that lot. Ballistics, not biscuits. We're not going to learn much about the gun that killed Sir Henry Marblesham from a packet of digestives, are we, Cramp? Where are we?
But I don't know, sir. You might give it a chance. I don't know. Well, he solved a burglary with some hobnobs once.
Right, Cramp, take a note, would you?
Oh, yes, sir. Yeah, well, I'm taking note.
Reminder, Cramp. When we get back to the station, Inspector Creep must sodomise Constable Cramp with a large cactus.
Oh, right, yes, sir. Sir?
What is it, Cramp?
Well, if you're not going to eat them biscuits...
Knock yourself out, Cramp. Not that anyone will be able to tell the difference. Mavis's room, now!
Oh, this spells trouble for that there Mavis Micklewhite. Or my name's not whatever it was I said it was in the last episode.
A few moments later, outside Mavis's room. It's locked. Is that usual?
Oh, yes, sir. We always lock our rooms when we're on duty, sir. Never know who might come in off those moors.
And do you lock them when you're in there?
Oh, no, sir. Not allowed, no. They only lock from the outside, see?
Right. Open it up. And you lot, you stay back, alright? I'll deal with this.
Oh, my God. She's on herself.
No, Cramp. No. She's hung herself in a locked room, which only locks from the outside. What the bleeding hell is going on in this place?
Sir, someone's coming.
Alright, everyone get behind me. Get behind me.
You hang.
Could there have been 2 murders in one fateful night? What secrets lie on the forbidden 4th floor? Will any of the accents ever get any better? Find out next time in another thrilling episode of The Mystery of Marblesham Manor! A perplexing mystery indeed, missus. More of that next time. Now, a quick reminder before we go to please get in touch, especially with pictures or short videos of your challenges, and also any puzzles or dreadful one-person shows or anything else that you'd like to contribute. If you know me, you poor fools, you can WhatsApp me or email me. If you don't know me, lucky swines, then you can email askuncleben@hotmail.com. And if you're sending a large file, you can use WeTransfer to do it. Just Google it. But for now, you splendid people, take care of each other, stay safe, remain ridiculous, and we'll see you next time for another quiet night in. Bye, biscuity, bye-bye. Now I want biscuits.